Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for vector. Kindly refers to the question. Given two straight lines, we have the L1 and the L2. For the L1 we have the Cartesian equation, and for the L2 we have the vector equation. Shows that L1 and L2 are not parallel and find the acute angle between the two straight lines. So first of all, what we're going to do is to express the situation for the L1 into the vector equation. So kindly refers to the L1, we have x minus 1 equals to negative 3t. Negative 2, negative y equals to negative 8t. Then we have the z equals to negative 3t. This is what we have, the parametric equation. X is equals to 1 minus 3t. Y is equals to negative 2 plus with the 8t. Then z is equals to 0 minus 3t. So kindly express the situation in the vector form. So we have r is equals to bracket 1, negative 2, 0, plus we have t bracket negative 3, 8, and negative 3. So what we have the vector form. Next, kindly refers to the L2. We have the vector form as well, where we have r is equals to bracket negative 2, 0, and 4. Plus we have lambda 10, 10, negative 7. So kindly refers to A. Shows that L1 and L2 are not parallel. So how to show not parallel? Make use of the situation. We have vector V1, which represent the R1 or L1, cross with the vector V2, where we have the direction for the L2. So here we have I, J, and K. Kindly substitute the situation. Negative 3, 8, negative 3. 10, 10, negative 7. So here we have I, negative bracket, J, plus bracket, K. So kindly close up the I. Cross the J, K. So where we have negative 56. And then plus we have 30. Continue. Close up the J. We have 21 plus with the 30. Close up the K. We have negative 30 and then negative 80. So rewrite the situation, or we simplify the situation. We have the V1 cross with the V2, where we have negative 26, 51, we have the negative, and then we have negative 110. So notice that we have V1 cross with the V2. The answer is not equals to 0. Since the answer is not equals to 0, we can say that shows that the L1 and the L2 are not parallel. Next is to find the acute angle. So kindly refers to the situation. Here we have the formula. We have the magnitude. Vector 1 cross with the vector 2 equals to the magnitude for vector 1 dot with the magnitude of the vector 2, and then we have the sine theta. So kindly make use of the answer given. So here we have the square root. We have 26 bracket square plus we have 51 bracket square. Then we have 110 bracket square equals to the magnitude for the V1. Here we have 9 plus with the 64 plus with the 9. Multiply with, we have 100 plus with the 100 plus with the 49. Then we have sine theta. Can I simplify the situation? For the left hand side, we have 15377 equals to square root 82. Multiply with 249 and then sine theta. Continue. Theta is equals to where we have arc sine bracket. We have square root of 15377 over square root of 82 multiplied with 249. So from here, theta is equals to 60.21 degree. So that is the angle between the two straight lines. Kindly refers to B. Determine the intersection point between the L1 and the plane pi. So kindly refers to the L1, we have the vector equation and also the parametric equation. Next, kindly substitute the parametric equation for the line 1 into the equation plane. So refers to the equation plane, we have 2x minus y plus with the 5z is equals to negative 25. So kindly substitute the x. So 2, we have the bracket 1 minus 3t minus y. We have the situation negative 2 plus the 8t. Continue, we have plus 5z. So in here the z is negative 3t equals to negative 25. Kindly expand and then rearrange the situation. So here we have 2 and then positive 2 and then next we have the situation negative 6t, negative 8t, negative 15t plus with the 25 equals to 0. So in here we have 29 equals to, so if we sum up the situation, so here we have negative 29, rearrange the situation and we will have 29t. So from here t is equals to 1. Kindly substitute t equals to 1 into the parametric equation of the line for L1. So x will be equals to 1 minus 3t, so negative 2. Y is equals to, if we substitute 1 and we will have 6. Z is equals to negative 3. So from here, the points of intersection between the line 1 and the plane, where we have the point, the coordinate will be negative 2, 6, and then negative 3. Next, kindly refers to C. Find the Cartesian equation of the plane containing the L1 and the L2. So kindly reimagine the situation. Here we have the plane, and we have the L1 and the L2. So as we all know, for the L1, we have the direction and also the point. Same goes to the L2. So what we have to do is to find the normal for the plane, where we have to cross the L1 with the L2. So here we have the normal for the plane. Next, refers to the formula, we have R dot N equals to A dot N. So in here, we already found the normal. What we have to do is to make use of one of the point for the line L1 or L2. So kindly refers to the L1, we have the point in here. So here will be the point for the point A. So kindly substitute the situation. So x, y, z dot with the situation negative 26, negative 51, negative 110 equals to the point 1, negative 2, and 0 dot with negative 26, negative 51, negative 110. So negative 26x minus 51y minus 110z is equals to negative 26 plus with 102 and then 0. So kindly rewrite the situation, or we can say simplify. So here we will have 76. So negative 26y minus 51y minus 110z is equals to 76. That will be the Cartesian equation of the plane. Or we can write the situation 26x plus 51y plus 110z equals to negative 76. So that will be the Cartesian equation of the plane containing the L1 and also the L2. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for random variable. Kindly refers to the question. A spinning wheel has 3 sectors that are labeled with the number 1, 2, 3. When the spinning wheel is spun, it will stop at one of the number with the probability as shown in the table below. In the game, the spinning wheel is spun twice. The random variable x denoted the sum of the two numbers. So what we have to do is to build or construct, or we have the probability distribution table. So try to imagine the situation. If we spun the situation for the first one, and we will have the possibility of getting number 1. And then after that, we spin for the second time, we will have number 1 as well, followed by 1 and 2, and then 1 and 3. That is the first situation. For the first spun is 1. Next, for the first spun is 2. Then, let's say we have 2, 1, 2, 2, and 2, 3. If the situation, the first span will be number 3. Then we will have the second span, 1, 3, 2, and 3, 3. So that is the possibility. So if we sum up the situation, so in here we will have number 2. Here we will have number 3. And then here we will have number 4. Repeat the situation. Here we will have number 3. Here we will have number 4. And then here we will have number 5. Same goes to the situation. If we sum up, we will have number 4 in here. Then we will have number 5 in here. And then finally we have the number 6 in here. So notice that we have the minimum numbers, which is the 2. So let the x as the random variable 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So kindly refers to the situation. We have the probability. So in order to have the 2, so kindly refers to this part. That will be the situation. So we have the 1, 1. So kindly refers to the table. If we have the number 1, we will have the situation 0.55. So for this case, we will have 0.55 square. So the probability will be 121 over 400. Continue. If the situation is 3, so here we will have the 3, and here we also have another 3. So it means that we have 2 times appear the 3. So for this case, it will become 0.55 multiplied with the 2, where we have 0.2. So same goes to this part. We will have 0.2 multiplied with 0.55 because we have 2 and then 1. So for the 3, we have to sum up the 0.55 multiplied with the 0.2 for 2 times. So we will have 88 over 400. So make sure that the denominator is 400. So later on, it is our situation. Next, move on with the number 4. So notice that here we have number 4. Here we have number 4. Here we have number 4. So we got 3 cases for number 4. So for this case, we have 1. So the 1 will be equals to 0.55. And after that, we have the number 3, where we have to multiply with 0.25. Same goes to this part. 0.25 multiply with 0.55 because of 3 and 1. Next, for this case, we have 0.2 multiplied with the 0.2. So we have to sum up the situation. 0.55 multiplied with the 0.25 plus 0.2 squared plus 0.25, 0.55. So if we sum up, and we will have the situation 126 over 400. That is the case for number 4. If we sum up the situation, we have number 4. Continue with the number 5. So if for the number 5, and we notice that here will be our situation, number 5. So refer to the situation, we have 0.2 multiplied with 0.25. So for this case, we have 0.25 multiplied with the 0.2. So 0.2 multiply 0.25 and then add on the situation. So we will have the situation 40 over 400. And then finally, refers to number 6. So here we have the number 6. So 0.25 bracket square. So if we square the situation, our answer will be 25 over 100. So basically, that is a probability distribution table for this case. So rewrite the situation in a probability distribution table. So kindly refers to the question A. Shows that x is equals to 2. So for this case, we will have the situation probability that x is equals to 2. So the outcome would be, we have 1 plus with the 1. So in here, we have the situation 0.55 bracket square. So if we square the situation, we will have 0.3025, or we have 121 over 400. So kindly refers to the situation. This question asks us to show that probability that x equals to 2 equals to 0.3025. And we already shown the situation. Next, kindly refers to B. write down all the possible value of x and construct its probability distribution table. So if it refers to this part, maybe we can simplify the situation and we rewrite probability stat for the random variable. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the probability, if for the 2, we will have 121 over 400. So the answer is still the same, 121 over 400 after we simplify. Next, for the situation 88 over 400, so the answer will be 11 over 50. Continue, 126 over 400, so the answer will be 63 over 200. Then we have 40 over 400, so we have 1 over 10. Then for the 6, we have 25 over 400, so the answer is 1 over 16. So that will be the probability distribution table in the fraction form. So if possible, you may express your answer in a decimal form as well. Next, kindly refers to the situation C. We have the EX. So in order to find the EX, so what we have to do is to multiply the X and the probability. So in here, we will have 242 over 400 plus, if we multiply the situation, we will have 264 over 400 plus, if we multiply, we have 504 over 400 plus, we have 200 over 400 plus, we have 150 over 400. If we sum up the situation, we will have 1360 over 400. So if we simplify the situation, and we will have 17 over 5 or 3.4 for the EX or expected value. Kindly refers to the question D. Hence, calculate the probability stat. We have the modulus X minus, we have EX, which is the 3.4. So kindly define the situation. So we have X minus 3.4, which is greater than -1 and less than 1. So probability stat, we have the situation 2.4. And then we have 4.4. So since this is a discrete random variable, so we have to modify the situation. Probability stat, X is greater equals to, we have the situation 3, less than equals to, we have the situation 4. So refers to the table, we have to sum up the 3 and the 4. So 88 plus 126 over 400. So simplify the situation, we have 214 over 400. If we simplify, we will have 107 over 200 or 0.535. That will be the answer for the situation. Probability set, we have the modulus X minus 3.4 or the EX less than 1. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for special probability distribution. The numbers of houses shown by an estate agent follow a Poisson distribution with a mean of 2 per week. So in here, X is Poissonally distributed with 2 for 1 week. A. Find the probability stat in the next 4 weeks. The agent sell. So in here, we have to change the title, where we have X is Poissonally distributed with 8 due to 4 weeks. Refers to the question. Probability stat, exactly 3 house. So in here, refers to the table. Probability stat, X is greater equals to 3 minus probability stat, X is greater equals to 4. So by referring to the table, 0.9862 minus 0.9576. So probability stat X is equals to 3, which is equals to 0.0286. Continue with the question number 2. We have more than 5 houses. So kindly modify the situation. Probability stat X is greater equals to 6. By referring to the table, the probability stat X is greater than 5 will be equals to 0.8088. Continue. The agent monitors sales in period of 4 weeks. Find the probability stat in the next 12 of these 4 weeks. So notice that we have the keyword 12. So where we have the N. And the 4 weeks, we have the value of P. So kindly express the situation. x is binomial, we have 12. And then they said 4 weeks, more than 5 houses are sold. So kindly refers to the question A-2. We have the properties more than 5 houses. So in here we have 0.8088. So that will be the title. So read the question for the second time. Find the probabilities that in the next 12 of these 4 weeks, they are exactly 9 period. So in here, x is equals to 9. So by referring to the formula, so we have 12c 9 bracket 0.8088 to the power of 9, and then 1 minus with the 0.8088, we will have 0.1912 to the power of 3. By referring to the calculator, we have the probabilities that exactly 9, which is equals to 0.2277. Hello everyone, in this video, I'm going to discuss the example for Newton-Raphson. Find the real roots. So here we have x and then log x to the base 10 equals to 1.2. Correct to 4 significant figure by Newton-Raphson method with the initial root x naught is equals to 2.5. So kindly focus on the function given. So we have to modify the situation so that it becomes ln. So x bracket, change the base. So ln x over ln 10 equals to 1.2. Next, rewrite the situation. So we have ln x over ln 10 is equals to 1.2 over x. Then rewrite. We have the function fx is equals to ln x over ln 10. And then minus, we have 1.2 x to the power negative 1. Continue, differentiate the situation. So f prime x is equals to, so refers to the left hand side, we have the ln x over ln 10. So focus on the ln x. If we differentiate ln x, and we will have 1 over ln 10 bracket, we have 1 over x. And then continue, differentiate the negative 1.2 x to the power negative 1. So we will have positive 1.2 x to the power negative 2. Rewrite the situation. So f prime x is equals to 1 over x multiplied with the ln 10. Plus we have 1.2 over x squared. So kindly substitute the situation into the formula. We have the x sub 1, which is equals to 2.5 minus, we have the fx, where we have ln 2.5 over ln 10. Minus, we have 1.2 over, we have 2.5. Over, we have the f prime x, 1 over 2.5 ln 10, plus with 1.2 over, we have 2.5 square. So refers to the calculator, we have x sub 1 equals to 2.7244. Repeat the situation. We have the x sub 2, which is equals to 2.7244 minus, we have ln bracket 2.7244 over ln 10 minus 1.2 over 2.7244 over, we have 1 over 2.7244 ln 10 plus with 1.2 over 2.7244. Refers to the calculator, we have the x sub 2, we have 2.7406. X sub 3, we will have 2.7406. So notice that we have the repetition. So root x is equals to, remember, 4 significant figure. So we have 2.741. Hello everyone, in this video, I'm going to discuss the example for integration. Kindly shows that we have the integration x to the power 5 ln x respect to x from the limits 1 until e. So refers to the situation, my suggestion is to make use of the by-part integration. So u and dv. So ln x become the u, and we have the integration x to the power 5 dx. So differentiate, we have 1 over x dx. Integrate, we have x to the power 6 over 6. So substitute into the formula, we have the uv. So x to the power 6 ln x over 6 minus, we have the integration v. So 1 over 6 x to the power 6 du, where we have 1 over x dx. Rewrite the situation. we have x to the power of 6 ln x over 6 minus 1 over 6 integrate x to the power of 5 dx. So integrate, we have ln x multiplied with the x to the power of 6 minus, we have x to the power of 6 over 36 bracket, we have the limit 1 and exponent. So kindly substitute. We have e to the power of 6 and then ln e over 6 minus e to the power of 6 over 36. If we substitute 1, we have 1 ln 1 over 6. So notice that this one become 0 minus 1 over 36. So kindly rewrite the situation. So in here we will have 1. In here we will have 0. So we will have exponent 6 over 6 minus exponent 6 over 36 plus with 1 over 36. Kindly equate the denominator. So we have 6 exponent 6 minus exponent 6 over 36 plus with 1 over 36. If we simplify, so we will have 1 over 36 bracket 5 exponent 6 plus with the 1. So refers to the question, integrate for the function x to the power of 5 ln x dx for the limit 1 until e equals to 1 over 36 bracket 5e 6 plus with the 1, and we already shown the situation. Kindly refers to the question. By substituting the situation, here we have the u squared equals to x plus with the 4. So kindly differentiate. So we have 2u du equals to 1 dx. So kindly substitute the situation. So in here, integrate, we have 1 over. So refers to this part, we have the x. So x is equals to u squared minus 4. So we have u squared minus 4. For this part, we have the function u. And then for this part dx, we have the 2u du. Kindly simplify the situation. So if we simplify, we have integrate. We can simplify the situation become 2 over u minus 2, u plus 2, and then du. So notice that, make use of the partial fraction. So kindly focus on this part, where we have 2 over u minus 2, u plus 2. Basic structure, we have a over u minus 2 plus with b over u plus 2. Why a and b? Because refers to the denominator, we have the linear factor. So the numerator will be a constant. So 2 is equals to a multiplied with u plus with the 2 plus with b u minus 2. In order to find the a, u must be equals to 2. In order to find the b, u must be equals to negative 2. So 2 is equals to 4a. So a will be equals to 1 over 2. Next, if u equals to negative 2, we have 2 equals to negative 4b. So b is equals to negative 1 over 2. So kindly sum up or replace the situation. So in here we have integrate. We have 1 over 2 bracket u minus 2. Continue, minus 1 over 2. We have u plus with the 2 respect to u. Kindly integrate. We have 1 over 2 bracket ln u minus 2 minus ln u plus with the 2. Then combine the situation. So we have 1 over 2, then ln bracket u minus 2 over u plus 2. Then do remember, substitute the u. So 1 over 2 ln modulus, we have square root of x plus 4 minus 2 over, we have square root of x plus 4 plus with the 2 plus with the c. So here we have the situation. The region R bounded by the curve. So we have the quadratic and the line. X plus y equals to 2. And x equals to negative 1 and x equals to 2. It's rotated through 2 pi radian about the x-axis. Calculate the volume, solid, generated. So my point of view start with the points of intersection. So the intersection point, we have the situation x squared plus with the 3 equals to, we have 2 minus x. So x squared plus with the x plus with the 1 equals to 0. If we refer to the calculator, we will have to factorize and we will obtain the symbol I. Means that we have no real root. So meaning that the curve for the quadratic does not meet with the line x plus y equals to 2. Next is to sketch the graph. So first what we have to do is to make use of the situation. We have the function. Here we have y, here we have x. So x squared plus with the 3. So it's a smiling face and then pass by the 3. So let's say here we have 3. So y is equals to x squared plus with the 3. Continue. X plus y equals to 2. If we substitute x is equals to 0, then we will have the situation 2. Here we have the value 2. Here we have the value 1. Continue. If y is equals to 0, x is equals to 2. So here we have 1 and then 2. Then continue. We have the function y is equals to negative x plus with the 2. Next, x equals to negative 1 and x equals to 2. Next, we have x is equals to negative 1 and x equals to 2. So the region will be this part. So continue. Find the volume. So referring to the situation, we have integrate, multiply with the pi. So we have the function, which is the curve. So x squared plus with the 3 square minus, we have the straight line. We have 2 minus x bracket square respect to x. For the limit, negative 1 until 2. Continue. My suggestion is to expand the situation. So we have the pi integrate x to the power 4 plus with 6x squared plus with the 9 minus bracket. We have the 4 minus 4x plus with the x squared. Kindly simplify the situation. So we have pi integrate x to the power 4 plus with 5x squared plus with 4x and then plus with the 5 respect to x. So negative 1 until 2. Next is to integrate the situation. So x to the power 5 over 5 plus 5x to the power 3 over 3 plus 2x squared plus with 5x. So we have 2 and negative 1. So if we sum up, pi bracket, we have 566 over 15. If we sum up the 2 minus, if we sum up the negative 1, and we will have negative 73 over 15. So in here become positive 73 over 15. So if we sum up and simplify, we have 639 over 15 pi. Simplify, we have 213 over 5 pi unit cube, or 42.6 pi unit cube. That will become the volume for the situation. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for trapezoidal rule. By using the trapezoidal rule with 5 equal subinterval, so in here n is equal to 5. Find the approximate value of the situation. We have integrate x tangent square x dx from the limit 0 until pi over 3. Give your answer correct to 4 decimal places. Find the value h. Pi over 3 minus 0 over 5. So h is equal to pi over 15. So kindly refers to the table. We have the value x. So x naught is equals to 0. x1 is equals to pi over 15. x2 is equals to 2 pi over 15. x sub 3 is equals to 3 pi over 15. Or we can write pi over 5. X sub 4, we have 4 pi over 15. X sub 5, we have 5 pi over 15 or pi over 3. Next, we have the y equals to x tangent x bracket square. Do remember mode radian. So value for y sub 0 is equals to 0. Value for y sub 5 is equals to pi. Value for y sub 1 is equals to 0.00946. Y sub 2 is equals to 0.08303. Y sub 3 is equals to 0.33167. Y sub 4 is equals to 1.03334. If we sum up, we have pi, and then we have 1.4575. Kindly substitute into the formula. So we have h over 2. So pi over 15 over 2 bracket sum up the y0 and the y5. So we have pi plus with 2, 1.4575. So we have 0.63424. Round up the situation, correct to 4 decimal places. So 0.6342. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for first order differential equation. Kindly refers to the question, a large tank has a small hole from which water is leaking. So keyword leaking at a rate directly proportional to the square root of the volume Vm cube of water in the tank at time t second. So from here, A, write a differential equation in terms of V and the t. So for this case, we have dV dt is equals to negative k multiplied with the square root of V, which is the volume. So that is the differential equation. So let's begin. By referring to the situation, my suggestion is to make use of the separable variable. So here we have dV, here we have dt. So negative k, then in this part we have 1 over square root of V. So kindly modify the situation. We have integrate V to the power of negative 1 over 2 dV equals to integrate negative k dt. So V 1 over 2 over 1 over 2. So rewrite the situation. We have 2 multiplied with the V 1 over 2 equals to negative k t plus with the c. Kindly refers to the situation. So in this part, they mentions that initially the tank hold 400 meter cube, meaning we have T equals to 0, V is equals to 400 meter cube. Kindly substitute the situation. So if T is equals to 0, V is equals to 400. So we have 2 multiplied with the square root of 400, which is equals to C. So in this case, C is equals to 40. So kindly substitute. We have 2 multiplied with the square root of V, which is equals to negative KT plus with the 40. Next is to find negative KT. After 2 minutes, the tank contains 324 meter cube of water. So kindly refers to the question, and we notice that we have to express the time in second. So for this case, the time is 2 minutes, so T is equals to 120, and the V is equals to 324. So kindly substitute. So we have 2 multiplied with square root of 324 equals to negative 120k plus with the 40. So in this part, we have 2 multiplied with the 80 minus 40 over negative 120, which is equals to k. So k is equals to, so we have 36 minus 40, where we have negative 4, divided by negative 120. So our answer will become 4 over 120, then it becomes 1 over 30. So kindly rewrite the situation. So we have 2 multiplied with the square root of V equals to negative T over 30 plus with the 40. Divide by 2, so we will have V is equals to negative T over 60 plus with the 20. Then finally, we have the situation. In this part, we have square root, so we have to square both sides. So our V is equals to bracket negative T over 60 plus with the 20 bracket square. How long it takes to drain all the water in minutes? So the meaning drain all the water means that the volume is 0. So for this case, we are interested in the T, and the V is equals to 0. So kindly substitute the situation. So we have 0 equals to bracket negative T over 60 plus with the 20 bracket square. So kindly rewrite the situation. So we have 20, which is equals to T over 60. So T is equals to 1200 seconds. Question asks us to find in terms of minutes. So we have to divide by 60. So our T is equals to 20 minutes. So the answer is, it takes 20 minutes to drain all the water. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the example for random variable. The continuous random variable x has a probability density function given by the situation below. So my suggestion is to express the situation in a real number line. So here we have the situation from 0 to 2, from 2 to 4. So the function will be x over 4 for 0 to 2, and then from 2 to 4 we have kx cubed. Other than that we have 0. Curly refers to A. Show that k is equal to 1 over 120. So as we all know, this is a continuous random variable, so the summation must be equals to 1. So integrate, start from 0 until 2. For the function x, we have 1 over 4, respect to x. Plus, integrate, we have kx cubed, respect to x, for the limit 2 to 4, which is equals to 1. Curly integrate the situation, we have the situation x squared, and then bracket, we have 1 over 2, which is 1 over 8, limit to 0. Plus, we have x to the power 4 over 4, where we have k over 4, bracket, 4, 2, equals to 1. So kindly substitute. We have 1 over 8, bracket, 4 minus 0. So we will have 1 over 2. Plus, we have the situation k over 4. If we substitute 4, we will have the situation 4 to the power 4, where we have 256, minus 2 to the power 4, where we have 16. So in this case, 256 minus 16, where we have 240, over 4, where we have 60k, equals to 1. Kindly rearrange the situation. 60k equals to 1 over 2, so k equals to 1 over 120. So we already shown the situation. So kindly substitute the value k into the real number line. Kindly refers to the question B. Evaluate the mean of x, where we have the ex, which is equals to integrate, where we have negative infinity until infinity, for the function x multiplied with the fx dx. So let's begin. Integrate from 0 until 2, where we have x squared over 4 respect to x, plus integrate from 2 until 4, where we have x to the power 4 over 120 dx. Kindly integrate the situation. So here we have the x to the power 3 over, we have 1 over 12, limit to 0. Continue, x to the power 5 over 5, where we have 600, limit for 2. Kindly substitute the situation, where we have 2 to the power 3, we have 8 minus with the 0, plus 1 over 600. If we substitute 4 to the power 5, and we will have 1024 minus 32, because of 2 to the power 5. And let's simplify the situation. We have 8 over 12, which is 2 over 3. Next, 1024 minus with the 32, so we will have 992 divided by 600, so we will have 124 over 75. Kindly simplify the situation. So we have the mean, or the ex, plus with 2 over 3, and our answer will be 58 over 25, or 2.32. So that is the mean, or the ex, for the situation. Next, the cumulative distribution function of x is denoted by the fx. Find and specify full fx. So find the CDF. Step number 1 refers to the range. T is less than 0, where we have the function integrate, start from negative infinity until t, for the function 0 dx. So where we have 0, so the ft is equals to 0. Second part, the domain is t is greater equals to 0, less than equals to 2. For the function integrate negative infinity until 0, for the function 0 dx, plus integrate from 0 until t, for the function x over 4 respect to x. So as we all know, this part is the same as this part. So the answer will become 0, and then we have x squared over 8 bracket for the limit t and 0. So we have t squared over 8 minus 0. So for this part, our ft is equals to t squared over 8. Part number 3 refers to the domain. where we have t greater than 2 less than equals to 4. So integrate negative infinity until 0, function 0, dx, plus integrate from 0 until 2 for the function x over 4 dx, plus integrate from 2 until t for the function x to the power 3 over 120 dx. So refers to this part, actually is equal to this part. So what we have to do is to substitute the value t now become 2. So rewrite the situation, we have the f2 plus x to the power 4 over 480, where we have the limit t and 2. So f2, we will have 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 plus with the situation 1 over 480 t to the power 4 minus, so 2 to the power of 4, where we have 16 over 480. So in this part, we will have negative 1 over 30. So finally, the ft for this part would be t to the power of 4 over 480. So 1 over 2 minus with 1 over 30, where we will have positive 7 over 15. Next, for the final part, part number 4. Limit t is greater than 4. So we can write the situation f4. It represents the whole part for the part number 3. Plus, integrate, start from 4 until t for the function 0 dx. So if we substitute 4 into the part number 3, so we will obtain ft is equals to 1. So kindly write the CDF. So here we have the capital fx. So the function number 1 is 0, followed by the second function where we have x squared over 8. Then the third function we have x to the power 4 over 480 plus 7 over 15. Finally, we have 1. So we have the range or the domain where we have x is less than 0, then x is greater equals to 0, and then less than equals to 2. X is greater than 2, less than equals to 4, and then finally we have x greater than 4. So that is the CDF. Kindly refers to D. State the median. So before we state the median, first what we have to do is to find or testing. At first, capital F0, followed by capital F2. Next, capital F4. So we have the F0 kindly refers to the first or the second equation. So the answer is 0 for the probability. So means that there is no median. If we substitute 2, so we will have 1 over 2. So we notice that we have 0.5 in here. So the median is located into the second or the third function. So kindly substitute the situation. Fm is equals to 1 over 2. So m squared over 8 is equals to 1 over 2. So m squared is equals to 4. So m is equals to 4. Square root of 4, where you have 2. M is equals to negative 2. So kindly refers to the domain in this part. We will have 0 until 2. So the median is located at this part. So median, we have x is equals to 2. Next, calculate the interquartile range. So as we all know, interquartile range, the formula is Q3 minus Q1. Now we're going to find the Q1. So where to find the Q1? So Q1 represent the F bracket. Q1 is equals to 0.25. So next, what we have to do is to substitute into the function Q1 squared over 8 is equals to 1 over 4. So Q1 squared is equals to 2. So Q1 is equals to square root of 2. Q1 is equals to negative square root of 2. So kindly refers to the situation. We notice that we have 0 until 2. So the Q1 actually is equals to square root of 2. Continue. Find the Q3. So Q3 is equals to 0.75. So as we all know, previously we have x over 8. If we substitute 2, we will have the answer 1 over 2, which is equals to 0.5. So in order to find the 0.75, we must make use of the third function. Q3 to the power 4 over 480 plus with 7 over 15 equals to, we have 3 over 4. Can you rewrite the situation? Q3 to the power 4 is equals to 3 over 4 minus 7 over 15 multiplied with 480. So Q3 to the power 4 is equals to 136. So for this part, the Q3 is equals to quadratic root of 136. So we will have the answer 3.415. So find the interquartile range. So the interquartile range is equals to 3.415 minus with the square root of 2. So if we reverse to the situation, we will have the value 2.00074. So the interquartile range, if we round up the situation, actually we have the value 2. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss the situation for random variable. The cumulative probability distribution function means that we have the capital F of a discrete random variable x is given as follow. So here we have the situation, capital X, where we have negative 2, followed by 0, followed by 2, and then finally we have 4. So capital F, so we have the situation 1 over 8, followed by 3 over 8. Next, we have 6 over 8. Finally, we have 1, which is equals to 1 over 8. So refers to the question A, construct the probability distribution table for fx. So here we denoted it as fx. So in order to find x equals to negative 2, we have 1 over 8. Next is to find 0. Make use of the capital F, 3 over 8 minus 1 over 8, where we have 2 over 8, or which is equals to 1 over 4. Continue. In order to find the 2, 6 over 8 minus the 3 over 8, where we have 3 over 8. Finally, in order to find 4, we have 1, which is equals to 8 over 8 minus with the 6 over 8, where we have 2 over 8. Or we may write the answer 1 over 4. So for the question A, we have x and then negative 2, 0, 2, and 4. So the probability distribution will be 1 over 8 and then 1 over 4, 3 over 8, and then 1 over 4. So that is the probability distribution table of x. Next is to find the variance. In order to find the variance, we have to find the EX and also the EX square. So here we have x multiplied with the fx. Another one we have x square multiplied with the fx. So kindly refers to the situation. In order to find the x multiplied with the fx, so we have to multiply the situation. Then it becomes negative 2 over 8, 0, 6 over 8, and then we have 8 over 8. As for the x square multiplied with the fx, so we have to square the negative 2, so it becomes 4. Then only multiply with this part. So we have 4 over 8. Then we have 0. Continue. We have 2 squared, which is equals to 4. And then multiply with this part, we have 12 over 8. Finally, we have 4 squared, which is equals to 16. 16 multiplied with this part, we have 32 over 8. In order to find the EX, refers to x multiplied with the fx. So sum up the situation, negative 2 plus with the 6 plus with the 8 over 8. So we have 12 over 8, which is equals to 3 over 2. So that is the EX. Continue. Find the EX square. Refers to x multiplied with the fx. Sum up the situation. We have 4 plus with the 12, 16 plus with the 32, we have 48 over 8. So we have 48 over 8. Our answer will be EX square, which is equals to 6. Next is to find the variance, where we have 6 minus 3 over 2 bracket square. So our answer will be 6 minus 9 over 4, 15 over 4, or we may write our answer 3.75. That is the situation for the variance. Everyone, in this video, I'm going to discuss the example for special probability distribution. Kindly refers to the question. We have mass of grade A oranges are normally distributed with mean 200 gram and the standard deviation 12. So kindly state the title, we have 200 gram, and then the standard deviation, we have 12 squared. A shows that the probability of the random chosen grade A orange is between, we have the questions, which is 186. So X is greater than 186, and then less than, we have 224. So that is the questions. So question asks us to show. So we have to show the step. First, what we have to do is to standardize the situation. So probability is that we have 186 minus 200 over the 12. Z. 224 minus 200 over 12. So kindly simplify the situation. So we will have negative 1.17. Then we have 2. Kindly refers to the table or the diagram. So here we have the situation, negative 1.17. Here we have 2. Shaded the region. So rewrite the formula and eliminate these parts. 1 minus probability that Z greater than 1.17 minus probability that Z greater than 2. Kindly refers to the table. 1 minus 0.1210, 0.0228. So if you simplify, we have 0.8562. Refers to the question. Question asks us to show that it is 0.86 or correct to 2 decimal places. So kindly round out the situation. We have 0.86. So probability that X is greater than 186, less than 224. Approximate 0.86. So we already shown the situation. Kindly refers to the question B. A delivery of a grade A oranges is inspected. The delivery is rejected if the probability that the randomly chosen grade A oranges has a mass of more than 223 grams or less than 176 grams is more than 0.05. Determine whether the delivery is rejected. So first, what we have to do is to state the title, where we have mean 200 and the standard deviation 12 squared for the variance. So question said, question probability that X greater than 230 gram or probability that X less than 176 gram. So what we have to do is to find the probability for these two cases. Standardize 230 minus 200 over 12 plus Z less than 176 minus 230 over 12. So standardize, we have Z greater than 2.5 plus probability that Z less than negative 2. Kindly refers to the diagram. So we have 2.5 over here, Z greater than 2.5. Another one, we have negative 2, Z less than negative 2. So we're interested for these two parts. Rewrite the formula. Probability that Z greater than 2.5 plus probability that Z greater than 2. Refers to the table. 0.00621 plus 0.0228. If we sum up, we have 0.02901. So as we can see, it is less than 0.05. So the answer is the delivery is not rejected because the value is less than 0.05. Kindly refers to the question C. The grade A oranges are packed in a bag of 10. So 10 will be the N. So now the title is binomially, we have 10 as N. Find the probability that all the grade A oranges have a mass between 186 gram and 224. So if you refer to the question at the A, we have the probability 0.86. So all of that are grade A oranges. Refers to the question again. The grade A oranges are packed in a bag of 10. Find the probability that all the grade A. So in here, the question will be probability that X is equals to 10. So in order to find that, make use of the formula. So 10C10, 0.86 to the power of 10, 0.14 to the power of 0. Refers to the calculator. Probabilities that X equals to 10. The answer is 0.2213. Refers to the question D. The grade A oranges are also packed in a carton containing 50 oranges. So X is binomially, we have 50. Using the suitable approximation distribution, find the probability that the mass of 40 to 45 oranges. So here we have the questions. 40 to 45 oranges is between 186 gram and 224 gram. So here we have the title referring to the A, where we have 0.86. So as we can see, the N is 50 and we have 0.86. We have to use the situation where number 1, Poisson. If we multiply NP, where we have 43. So notice that Poisson is not suitable because greater than 5. If it's a normal, we have 43 and then NP cube. We have 50 multiplied with the 0.86 multiplied with 0.14, we will have 6.02. So rewrite the situation, square root of 6.02. So that is the standard deviation square. So do remember, continuity correction. So refers to the question, kindly make the continuity correction. So here we will have probability stat 39.5 and then 45.5. So that is the continuity correction. Continue, standardize the situation. Probability stat 39.5 minus 43 over square root of 6.02. 45.5 minus 43 over square root of 6.02. So probability stat, we have negative 1.43, 1.02, refers to the diagram. So we have 1.43, 1.02, shaded the region. So rewrite the formula to eliminate this part and also this part. 1 minus probability stat Z greater than 1.43 minus probability stat Z greater than 1.02. Kindly refers to the table. 1 minus 0.0764, 0.1539. So probability stat X is greater equals to 40, less than equals to 45. The probability will be 0.7697. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you think the video is useful, kindly consider to like, comment, share and subscribe.